Hello, guys, and I guess it's one of the first times you've actually seen me in this setting here, my background. Although it's not the first time you've actually seen it. I believe I've actually put it on other videos as like for audio stuff, like in between where I don't actually record with my model and I just put this stuff in the background or whatever. But anyways, I decided to use it. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use it. I don't have anything to play. I don't have anything to react to. I'm like, but and I haven't really made any content on YouTube for a while. And the things that I do want to do, I don't do because I'm lazy. Even this one, it's taken me about a week to actually get the motivation to record it. Until finally, right now, I decided, you know what? I went to the restroom. Was like, I need to record this. So let's just go ahead and record this. So here we are recording. And one of the big things I wanted to do is just use this space here that I actually paid money and commissioned for and actually use it for its intended purpose, and that is for a podcast. Because I wanted to make a podcast. I was really into it. I think it's been a year now that I've had this. I think it's been over a year. I think I did this when I got the model and then I commissioned this. I'm not sure how long it's been, but it's been a while. And I did actually record one podcast, which was about an hour and a half, 2 hours long, something like that. And it was actually meant to release on my channel because um I wanted it to, and I just never got the never got it on. Mostly because it was really scuffed. The first 30 to 40 minutes of it, it wasn't recording Discord audio, and it was just me talking to myself basically, and just you know doing this. I was talking to two other people, and yeah, it was horrible. And since then, I was like, it's not gonna work out because getting people to be at the same time as you and actually have a topic to talk about, or not even have a topic, but just talking naturally, it's kind of hard to do without knowing them too much. You can get to know them while doing that, but it's kind of hard to get everyone together. So I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna do it myself. Fine, I'll do it myself. And yeah, I decided to do this, and I was like, you know what? What's a great topic to talk about right now? Pokemon. Pokemon is a great topic to talk about right now because I'm really into it right now, like into it. So it all started. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about my how I got into Pokemon. Okay, and one of them was actually the trading card. So let's bring this back like a couple of years ago. I think it was maybe 2 years ago, when Destin Rivals. Actually, I have it right. I have my my browser here open just because I wanted to add some more things to this. Just have some Pokemon pictures here and there. I'll probably add them in post, but if I can, I'll add them now. But basically, what happened is that my friends and I went to Tennessee for a trip. It was this guy's trip. Let's go. Yeah. I th- I think I know what. Oh, I know what it was. It was a year ago. Holy shit! It's been 2 years now. A year ago. No, it's been a year ago. It was last year. Last May, I think. Yeah, May of 30th, 2025. Yeah, there it is. So Scarlet and Violet. Yeah, I'm moving way too fast here. But basically, we rented out a cabin. We went to Tennessee, and it was just gonna be a guys' weekend. Yeah, let's go guys' weekend. And during that weekend that we went to, actually, Destin Rivals was gonna release, and we were talking about like, yo, it's perfect. We're going to the mountains. I bet Barely anyone was gonna be there. We can get some we can get some cards. Of course, it wasn't me. It was my friends who were orchestrating all of this, and I was okay with it. I was like, yeah, sure, why not? I'll buy some. And another person who was the main guy, who was the reason why we went there, he didn't go, and it was fine. He didn't go, but we were like kind of bummed about it, but it was okay. You can never tell with these things, what's gonna happen. So he wasn't really into Pokemon. He's into nerdy stuff like video games, but not really that much into Pokemon. So what my friends decided on were like, okay, these two other guys that are gonna be coming with us, they can just buy stuff for us, since there's a limited amount as to how much you can get, obviously. So we were like, yeah, we were orchestrating this whole thing, and when the time came, we obviously knew that We couldn't get extra stuff, so we just bought bought everything for just ourselves. Of course, we are in, we decided to buy these, and when we buy stuff, we decide to open it. Obviously, we're not gonna resell. We buy it to open. So when we bought it, that was the first time I actually opened up Pokemon cards, I think ever. Because I don't think when I was a kid I opened them. I think I just got them from other people or something. I'm not sure. But yeah, we decided to buy them. We went back to the cabin and we opened them up. And it was actually pretty cool. Wait, hold on. No, no, no. I hadn't bought them. I had recently bought them. But that was the first time I actually was there on a release, like an actual release of like a set. So that was pretty cool. But I had previously, a couple of days before, weeks, had slowly gotten into the hobby of buying Pokemon cards because my friends got into it, and they started playing the game. And when I decided to buy my first pack, because we went out to eat, and they decided, yo, let's go to a card or like a card shop and stuff. So we went, and I bought one pack. I bought two packs, I think, a couple of packs. I don't remember how. And one of the packs that I opened, I got the Growlithe that was one of the chase cards that people were going for, and one of my friends spent weeks chasing that card because it was the Growlithe with that mirrored the partner. I think it's called the partner ones. It mirrored the trainer taking a picture of the Growlithe, and I got the Growlithe. I didn't get the trainer, which the trainer costs more than the Growlithe for some reason. Like, come on now. And I got the Growlithe. My friend was like, "What the fudge?" He was like, "What?" He was. You could tell in his face like he was mad that I got it and he didn't. And I was like, "That's pretty cool." And like pulling a card like that was actually insane. It was pretty cool. I was like, okay, I kind of like this. I was like, that's really cool. And so I got into it, but not enough to where I was constantly buying. But I did get into it a little bit. And so when we went to the mountains and we got the Scarlet and Violet Dust and Rivals set, we went back. We opened the packs, and it was pretty fun. We opened some packs, and we didn't really get anything that big. I don't know if my friend got it then or maybe later. I think he got it that day. My friend got the chase card Mewtwo, and we were like, holy shit. And now he's going to master set it because he already has the most expensive one, and I thought it was insane. But one of the craziest pulls I had was actually not from Destined Rivals. It was actually from 151, the Mew set. And I had two booster bundles that I actually kept sealed for I think a couple of weeks because I bought them and I was like, I don't know if I should open it because I know my luck. I was like, I'm not gonna get anything good. I know my luck is really bad. So I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna open them because I was like, I bought them for like I think it was like $60 a bundle or a box, and I was like, man, that's like 120. I'll just wait for them to go up. But then my friend was like, nah, man, you gotta open them, you gotta open them. So I did. I was like, you know what? I'll take them to Tennessee when we open up Destined Rivals, or even before. I'll just open them with the boys. Open them up with them, and that's what I did. I opened them up with them. I think I gave them a couple of packs for them to open as well. And no shot, I pulled all three Zapdos from that set. The EX, the full art, and the illustration. I think the SIR. I don't know what it is. I still don't know what it is. But I pulled all three Zapdos. And my friend was like wilding over there, like, holy shit, you pulled all three of them. It was insane. It sucks that I wasn't recording it, but it was insane that I pulled all three. And I still have it. It's my favorite Zapdos. Like, it's so cool. The art is amazing. I'm thinking of grading it just so I can have it framed and stuff. But yeah, that was a cool experience. Yeah, it's nothing beats Pokemon with the boys up in the mountains. But yeah, that's how I got a little bit into Pokemon. Now after that, I didn't really buy that many packs, Even I think I gave up on it for a few months, almost a year actually. because I just got back into it again. And most of it was because I didn't really know how it worked. Like my friends would tell me, "Oh yeah, if you want to go for something, don't just buy random packs. Look at what set they're from and see if what you want is in that set." And when they first started telling me that, I was like, "I don't get it. Like, isn't everything in the packs like you can get anything from this or that?" But apparently not. No, I know now that some cards are in certain sets that you can only get through those sets. So I know that now. I'm more knowledgeable about Pokemon now, and I wasn't back then. And that's probably what turned me off from it a little bit, is because I didn't know what I was trying to buy or what I was trying to get. But now that I got more into it, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna have a goal. I'm gonna go for this, or I'm gonna try to master set that, or I'm gonna try to get certain cards. Like some people I see online, like this one guy actually kind of inspired me. What is this guy? What's his name? Fudge. Oh, what is his name? He's like Pokemon. Something. Hold on, this is gonna bother me for a while.
1 hour later.
Oh, okay. Deep Pocket Monsters. That's it. So Deep Pocket Monsters. Deep Pocket Monsters does a lot of challenges where he goes into, does this whole, can I master set this in 2 hours, in a few days, and like this and that? Can I master getting all of this one type of card? And it's not inspiring. I was like, you know what? I think I want to do something like that. Not a challenge, but more like actually master setting a set. And so I decided on doing that. Right now, I'm currently working on master setting Destined Rivals, and it means something to me because it was the first set that I actually went there and like was at the release date and got some at the release date. The other master set I'm trying to do is Perfect Order master set. The Perfect Order master set is actually pretty good to master set one of the first ones because it's not that big. There's a lot of it available in retail because a lot of people hate it. So yeah, I'm going for that. And also, when I'm somewhat done with that, I'm actually working on getting every Zapdos printed in English. So yeah, there's not that many Zapdos actually. I think last time I counted, I think there were only 49 Zapdos. And one of the most expensive ones I already have. The second most expensive one I think is like, or I think the most is like close to $200, something like that. And then from there it goes down. So I think I can do something with that. I mean, there's not that many. I think there's like 49 Zapdos in total, so it's not that much. But yeah, that's how I started getting more into buying packs. And I know my luck sucks, so I don't really get that many good or amazing cards. I mean, you can see from the Perfect Order pulls that I uploaded, we didn't really get that many cards. Although my friend Dom, he has, oh my god, he has incredible luck sometimes. Like just a couple of weeks ago, actually I think just a week and a half ago, he pulled the gold Charizard from Twilight Masquerade, I think. I'm not sure which one. Motherfucker pulled it. He dropped it on the ground face down. It was, I can't explain how hilarious that whole interaction was between us three in the garage over like I think past 12 a.m. pulling cards, and he pulled that and then he drops it on the ground. That was hilarious. And then not even a week later, like a few days later, he's pulling, I think, what set was it? I think it was, fudge, what is it? Ascended Heroes. He was pulling Ascended Heroes. He didn't get the chase card. He did not get the chase card, but he did get the Pikachu. I don't know what it is, but he got the Pikachu art, and we were like, when he pulled it, we were like, oh, that's a cool looking Pikachu, Oh well, it's a cool Pikachu. Probably worth like 10, 20, $30. That's pretty good. Cool art. No shot. We looked it up. as soon as he as soon as he finished pulling the cards, set them aside and whatever, he's like, you know what, let me check out what these are worth. He looks it up. He was like, yo, Haruto, how much do you think this Pikachu is? I was like, I don't know, like $20-$30. Like, look it up. I was like, okay. The way he was, like his voice, I was like, okay, gotta check it out now. So went into my PC, I started typing on my keyboard, and I was like, Pikachu won that one, whatever out of whatever, and I looked it up, and as soon as I saw that, the price on it, I was like, yo, what in the world? It's like $750 for that one card, a market price. I was like, sheesh. He has such amazing luck. Like, holy shit, the luck in this guy. The luck. But yeah, it's just things like that that makes the hobby amazing, because we don't actually like um keep stuff sealed. We don't just buy it and resell it. That's scummy of people to do. We don't like to do that. We buy it and we open it. So, and it's amazing what can happen, but it also sucks when you don't get anything. That does suck indeed. But yeah, that was a really cool little thing we had over through Discord. The disbelief that we had pulled something amazing was insane. But yeah, so yeah, that's how I got a lot into Pokemon. But another thing that I got into were the games, and I just started video games, and that was, let me see, I'll just put it here. And that was because of my recent uh, video that I uploaded. The opening perfect order packs, that one actually got one of my friends to message me. He was like, bro, you cannot pronounce the names of Pokemon. I was like, I mean, I don't know. I only watched the anime when I was a kid, and like, I don't know all of the new Pokemon that have came out. He was like, brother, just read. And I was like, I did read it, but I just, like, it was the Clefairy one. It was when I pulled the Clefairy card, I think I said something different. But yeah, he got a little angry at that. So he was like, you need to like play a Pokemon game. Like, just play a Pokemon game. I didn't take him serious at that time, but then I was like, you know what? Why not? Why don't I actually play a Pokemon game, Hold on, wait, what? What is this? Backward? Oh, okay, there we go. I was like, so why don't I just play a Pokemon game, Why not? So I messaged him back. I was like, okay, you know what? What's a good Pokemon game to play? And he sent me some things. And he was like, yeah, you should play this and that, or this if you want more modern stuff. I was like, okay, well, at first I don't want too much modern stuff, Okay, there we go. I don't want too much modern stuff. Wait, can I switch it? I should be able to. He told me play Pokemon games, so I was like, okay, I'll play Pokemon game. This one? Yeah, there we go. So I was like, okay, I'll play a Pokemon game. And so I did. But in order to play a Pokemon game, I needed the resources. So I went to my local collectible show, Charlie's Collectible Show. Shout out. Yeah, if you guys are anywhere near in the Atlanta area, go to Charlie's Collectible Show. They're open now Friday, Saturday, and Sundays, and it's like a mini convention for cards, games, everything nerd related. It's amazing. It is really good. So if you guys are in the Atlanta area, hit it up. But anyways, I went there, and luckily there were a bunch of like that. The day I went was actually a lot of like game and retro style vendors there. So I went in, I sold some stuff to get money, and then I went and searched for a Nintendo DS because if I was gonna be playing a Pokemon game, I was gonna be playing it on the DS. My friend did recommend to emulate the game. He told me to emulate it, but I was a little against it at first because I wanted to play it on the actual DS, and also because I wanted a DS. Because the last time I had a DS was when I was a kid, and it broke, and my friend couldn't fix it, so I just gave it to him. I was like, you know what, add it to your collection. And so I bought one used for like 100 and how much was it? No, no, not even 100. It was 60 something dollars, $70 exactly. I bought it for $70, and it's a really cool like bluish Nintendo DSi, and it's really cool. And I was like, oh, Rob's gonna love this DS, and the fact that I got it with Pokemon Pearl, my favorite generation, I was like, hell yes, let's go. And the fact that, oh man, everything worked out perfectly. I got the DS. I asked the guy, hey, you got any games like Pokemon games? Like, nope. Like the guys behind me though, they got games. I was like, okay, bet. I went around and I saw Pokemon Pearl. I think it were two versions or maybe just one. I don't know what other Pokemon games there were there, but my eye caught Pearl because Palkia was in the main like cover art. And me, I grew up watching Diamond and Pearl. That was like my generation. So I loved Diamond and Pearl, the anime. So I was like, fits perfectly. I'll just buy that. And I asked the guy, hey, how much is it? I think they were asking. I forgot how much did I pay for that? Like 60, 40 ish, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I got the game, and a little bit like I grew up watching, like I said, the anime. I loved the anime. I loved all the movies that came out of it. But yeah, Diamond and Pearl, my generation. I loved it. So the game being there and for me to afford the DS with the game, perfect. It was perfect. And so I bought it. I took it home, and I immediately looked everywhere for my DS games that I had just lying around. And I found them. I actually found them, and I immediately started playing some of the other games because the Pokemon game, I wanted to play it at my friend's house, which I was going to be going over to open Pokemon packs, which was the same day that my friend dropped the the gold Charizard. And so I went over and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna pull this out and I'm gonna show off. So I get to Rob's house and I was like, yo, Rob, guess what I bought? And I pull out this DS and he was like, yo, he's like, is that a DSi? I was like, yeah. He was like, yeah, bro. It's like I could tell. And he's like, the the camera. I was like, you showed me this? I knew what it was. I was like, okay. He loves these retro style I guess handhelds. But yeah, we talked a little bit about, the DS, the game, why I decided to buy it instead of emulate it. And then he was like, the other ones though, you're gonna have to emulate because they're expensive. And he was right. Over at Charlie's, I looked at other Pokemon games. That's why I decided to buy the one that I got. It was because that was the cheapest one out of all of them because the rest were like 100 plus $200. And I was like, I'm not gonna spend that much money on a Pokemon game that I can just get for free or I can emulate online on my PC. So I was like, okay, let's buy Pearl and be done. But when I started playing, I loved it. It was like it was different. It was a different game. Now, when I was a kid, I never played these games. I never played a Pokemon like at all. Even though I had a DS, wasn't playing Pokemon, and I wasn't gonna play Pokemon because to me, that Pokemon games looked very boring, and I think that's the best way to explain it. It's just that they look very boring to me. And when I looked at other people playing it, I never understood why they were enjoying it so much, because it was like a turn-based game, so you weren't doing anything. I prefer my characters to be moving more. Even now, I still prefer more movement over a turn-based game. And so I never played it. I liked Pokemon, don't get me wrong, I liked Pokemon. I just didn't like the games because I never tried them either. But now that I'm playing it, I really enjoyed it. I mean, I've been playing it almost non-stop since I started playing it, and I'm definitely gonna be playing more games on it. Like, I'm gonna emulate it on my PC, then I try to make some videos out of it, like just me playing more Pokemon games. I actually want to stream the the modern Pokemon games that are out now, because these actually look fun. I've already looked into which one I'm going to be playing next, and probably, since I'm playing it on the DS, I can't really record any gameplay of it. I don't know how. So the next game I'm gonna be playing is gonna be probably Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and yeah, it's gonna be on the Nintendo Switch, which I had to go and actually buy brand new controllers for it because I lost my. I don't know where they went. Honestly, when I was putting it away in the shed, I don't know where they went. I don't know where they are, so I just went ahead and just bought new ones. If I find the old ones, well, I'll have a new set. But yeah, I'm gonna be playing either Scarlet and Violet, and then from there, I don't know, maybe go back to an older one. Who knows? But yeah, that's been my Pokemon kind of. It's been a Pokemon kind of month, actually. I got into Pokemon just early this month, actually. Yeah, early this month. Given Pokemon game. The Pokemon game is so much fun. And why do I have a Torterra right here with me? It's because he is one of my favorite Pokemons from Diamond and Pearl. I picked Turtwig as my starting Pokemon in Pearl, and I leveled him up all the way to Torterra. So yeah, I have other Pokemon that I like as well. I like Zapdos. Zapdos is a really good one. Out of all the legendaries, I think Zapdos, Rayquaza, and Palkia are like up there. I also like Darkrai, but I don't consider him a legendary. I think he's just like a normal Pokemon. He might be a legendary, I don't know, don't get me wrong. But from Palkia and Dialga, I prefer Palkia. I don't know why, I just prefer Palkia. Palkia looks so much cooler than Dialga. Even though Dialga is blue and has that kind of cool looking like design, Palkia I just preferred better. But yeah, I caught Palkia actually in Pearl, which is cool. My friend was like, "Oh, don't waste the Master Ball. Get Dialga. Yeah, get Dialga later." I was like, "Dialga? I don't even like Dialga. Dialga looks weird. He's like cool looking." And of course, my friend Rob likes Dialga, so he's like, "Hey man, screw you." But I was like, nah. So I caught Palkia, not with the Master Ball, but I think with an Ultra Ball. I took a couple of tries, like a couple of balls. I started throwing at him, but I did eventually catch him, which was pretty cool. Really, really cool. So yeah, I still have the Master Ball, so I'm gonna try to catch Dialga not Dialga, shit. Giratina. Giratina, that's the one. Giratina. I'm gonna try to catch Giratina with the Master Ball. Or I might not use the Master Ball at all. Who knows? But yeah, I've been having really a lot of fun playing Pokemon, and I actually can't wait to start playing Scarlet and Violet. I need to buy it and like play it, but I also want to stream it because I know it's gonna be fun. So yeah, I can't wait to do that. But yeah, this it has been the Pokemon episode here on Isekast, as you guys can see up there. Yeah, it says Isekast. Yeah, I decided to just name it that when I was thinking of names for a podcast. I was like, huh, what could I name the podcast? And I was like, well, I already love Isekai. Why not Isekast? So yeah, it's fun. Pokemon has been amazing, and I can't believe it took me this long to figure it out and actually play the game. So I play more, and I would really love to stream it, but I know a lot of it's gonna have to be offline because of the grinding, and depending on how much fun it is to just play the game. But yeah, that's been it. I think I have nothing else to talk about, honestly, besides just Pokemon. Nothing really. I mean, I really want more people to talk to, besides my usual friends, IRL friends that I talk to almost a daily basis. Mostly to talk about, anime, Pokemon, VTubing, mostly VTubing, but VTubers, I love VTubers. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I've been yapping for over half an hour. I thought I would be talking for a lot longer, like maybe an hour and a half, close to 2 hours about stuff like this. But I guess once I start talking, you kind of get the gist of what I want to say. I like doing this. I kind of want to, do a podcast like this, where it's not super long and you just have a topic to talk about. It's pretty nice. I would love to do it with other people. I mean, my friends have actually talked about wanting to do a podcast, but they actually want to meet up and do it, face to face. But we kind of don't know how we can do that yet. I mean, I figured it out, but it's just them actually doing it, because we're really into playing mahjong, and so we were like thinking of streaming us just playing mahjong like old men and just talking, and because we have a lot of fun playing mahjong. We're just always at each other's throats when it comes to mahjong. It's amazing. And oh shoot, yeah, I almost forgot to talk about this since we're talking about mahjong. Actually got into the Pokemon card game as well. But yeah, I actually got into it a little bit. I don't know how to play it well. I only have one deck, and it's a Grimmsnarl deck. I sorta know how to use it, but I need more practice on it. So I'm gonna try to do more practice with my friends. Also try to go to like local shops and try to battle people there, try to get more information about stuff like this, and just see, just have fun, enjoy it, because me, I'm not a competitive kind of person. I don't like competitive games at all. Like whenever you start making something competitive, like whenever I start playing Overwatch or anything, that's why I don't like those games. I don't play Overwatch. I don't play Marvel Rivals. I'll play them with friends as long as they understand that I don't care about winning or losing. If it's a fun game, it's a fun game. I'll just play it. But it's better with other people, that you're talking to, because then you can kind of banter and have fun with each other. But when I'm playing with other people that actually care about winning and stats and stuff like that, that's when it's not fun. It's not fun at that point. Like, what's the point of playing a game if you're not having fun? I get people have that's their version of fun, competition. It's something to strive for while playing a game, without competition, without a goal, you're not having fun. And I've gotten that because sometimes I play games and I complete all the challenges, or I do this or I do that. All that's left is just to play the game and get, like, mostly Call of Duty, just get score streaks, get the most kills, try to beat your best kill game. It's a goal to go for, and in games like those, winning, going on a win streak or getting, just wins, it's a goal. And I get that. But when winning is all you care about, to me, that's when it gets boring. That's when it gets boring and it's not fun anymore because you're just try harding so hard that not winning is bad. Whereas for me, my thought on it is like, okay, you lost. Who cares? Do you have fun playing the game? Great. It's kind of stupid mindset. A lot of people hate it, but that's just me. I just don't like competition because it just takes the fun out of the game. So when I started playing, thinking about playing Pokemon the card game, I was like, it's all competition. You're gonna be competing against the other player that you're playing against. It's gonna be very competitive. So that's why I was kind of thrown off a bit about playing the game. But then I started playing it with my friends, and I was like, this is actually sort of fun. You're kind of thinking ahead, thinking about what you're gonna be playing next, and that. It's a little bit of a mental game with yourself. So I'm like, yeah, I kind of don't care whether I win or lose. So I'll just play it for fun. You never know. I'll just play for fun. I'll just have fun playing the game. If I don't win, I don't win. If I just don't win at all, I'll have fun just being next, surrounded by my friends, surrounded by other people playing the game, and it'll be fun. But yeah, I got into the card game, so hopefully I can record me going to like local tournaments and stuff like that. I want to, so that'll be fun. But yeah, Torterra over here, Torterra, that guy over there, really cool guy, Torterra. He looks amazing. That's why I love I love this guy. When I saw him in the anime, I was like, holy shit, Torterra, you were amazing. Like he's super cool. It's like Torterra is amazing. His design is so cool. I mean, just look at the tree on his back. He looks so fucking cool. That's why I had to have him in Diamond and in the Pearl game. Piplup, nah, he just evolves to a bigger penguin, and then Chimchar just evolves into Infernape, which he is cool as well, but he's no Torterra. Just look at this motherfucker. He's a beefy guy. He is my tank in the game. He cannot be taken down. He is a tank. With Earthquake, cool man. He one shots almost everything. But yeah, yep. That's been the Pokemon episode. I guess that's what I'm gonna call it. Isekast, the Pokemon episode, episode 1, the Pokemon episode, which is a really cool episode to start off with. I don't know when how what other stuff I'll be talking about or what I want to talk about, but yeah, that's been Isekast. It's not gonna be weekly. It's not gonna be bi-weekly. It's not gonna be monthly. It's gonna be whenever the heck I decide to do one of these. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.